So I'm here with Noah, who just got first place at the Remote Duel Regional this weekend. What deck were you playing, Noah?
I was playing branded.
Alrighty, before we get into it, are there any shoutouts you want to give?
Just shout out our local card shop, Baseball and Games. They sponsor me and a few other players, so shout out the rest of the team and shout out to you, the man behind the camera, my main testing partner. And let's just get into it. It's a pretty cookie cutter standard list, nothing too crazy. Just 3 Aluber, 3 Albaz, 1 Quem, 2 Cartesia, Tragedy, Albion, Mercurier, and Adlib. I know kind of a lot of people are cutting this right now. I don't like cutting it. I just think it's when you're not going for the gimmick puppet line, just having this for the normal branded and red plays is just like too strong. I think it's a good card to keep in. The Bestial package, the Rebellion, the Serenir. The gimmick puppet, I still play it. I think it's best to main deck it because once some people side deck it, but after game 1, lots of people are just going to side in all the Bestials and other stuff. So I think it's most live to go off game 1, so I think you should be main decking it still. The Dark Magician, and 3 Ash Blossom to round out the monsters. 3 Fusion, 3 Opening, Lost, Red, so that's the branded cards, all standard. 3 Fusion deployment, you have to play it because just having Cartesia in your main combo line when you start off feels so much stronger and better than without it.
I got it.
I played 3 Super Poly. This card was insane for me. I think it's really good, especially in this deck, obviously. But it's just a powerhouse going second card. I used it multiple times, and I don't know if it necessarily won me the match, but like in my final match at the regional against Morences, it definitely put in work. The 3 cross out and the called by, and that rounds it out for the spells. Then just for the traps, just 3 Imperm and the Retribution. So it's 42 right now. It's not perfect for sure. Like you can see, I'm not playing Kit, Cold Sark, or Foolish Burial. I cut some consistency cards just to cut the deck down to 42. I was just trying to make it to where I could see my going second cards more often, as well as see my 5 Cartesias when I start more often. And it worked out for me this weekend, because to keep those 3 consistency cards in and keep the deck count low, then you kind of can't play 9 going second cards like I decided to do. And I feel like you have to, because if you go second and you don't have that many, it's just kind of bad. Like, I guess there's an argument to where you could cut down on the Imperms and the Ash and maybe play like Dark World, Dark Ruler No Mores or something like that, just more board breaking going seconds, but it worked out for me. 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Albion, Rebellion, Sanctifier, Gragnol, Rinbrum, Titaniclad, Guardian Chimera, Dragoon, Fortis, Stapelia, and the 2 Super Polar targets. It was hard to find room. I actually had this cut for a while for the Sprint because lots of people say you should play the Sprint right now because with Quem and everything else, like it just kind of makes your Albaz like a Super Poly for almost any deck. But I found myself not going into it too often, and I was really missing this. And I'm not upset at all that I switched this back in because I make it so often. Sprint is good, but I couldn't figure out what I would rather cut, and Drago Stapelia was really good. For the side deck, 3 Bells and Jinzo. I'm definitely thinking about cutting Jinzo. Like, it's rarely ever came up anymore. Bell is good, obviously. Labyrinth, all of the runic decks that are around right now. And it's not bad at protecting you as well from the Gimmick Puppet combo. 3 Dark Ruler No More, 3 Cyclone, Feather Duster, Evenly Matched, and D-Barrier. D-Barrier also, I feel like these 2 cards can be cut. I'm definitely considering cutting them for maybe Kirikaras, Nibiru's, or Kaiju's. I feel like these are good. Cyclones, I feel like you kind of have to play right now because of all the runic decks, and they also play the ancient organisms. So this card's like too good to not play, and Feather Duster's just okay. But it all worked out for me this weekend, so that was the deck.
Alrighty, Noah. So before we end this, do you have any final thoughts you want to give?
No, that was it, man.
Alrighty, appreciate it.